Greetings, beekeepers. Welcome to my bee yard again. I have a colony here that was installed as part of a class at MCC. We did it virtually on the 11th of April. Today is the 7th of May, so we're not quite a month into this colony. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to open this colony up and make sure that the queen's doing okay. If the queen's doing okay, the future is good. But that's the main thing I need to see in here, is to see that she's okay. At this point, they shouldn't be getting ready to swarm, even though this is swarm season. But I will keep my eye open for any queen cells that might be hanging when I pull the frames out. So with doing that, let's go ahead and open it up and see what we find. Now I'm doing this all by my lonesome. So I'm not sure if I'm showing you exactly what I think I'm showing you, but let's give it a try. Alright, the empty hive body that I use to protect my water jar. I'll take the water jar off here gently. Well, they've been drinking a little bit. That's good. Got my smoker handy here. I don't want to use too much smoke, just enough to make it work. So I'll ask the bees to go down a little bit. I will crack open the inner cover. And before I really take it off all the way, I'll give it just a couple of quick puffs. And I'll be patient for a moment. Just trying to move the bees down off the top of the frames. Quick look to make sure I haven't got a queen on my inner cover here. She shouldn't be there, but she doesn't always read the same books about beekeeping that I do. Well, I did put in a patty here, and they seem to have eaten that up pretty well. See if I can get them to move down off the top here so I can work. I'm going to take the number 2 frame out first. I do that because it's the one that's the least likely to do damage to a queen, the least likely to be glued in. Now this was a piece of wax foundation starting April 11th. So they've done a nice job of drawing it out. I can see that there are some cells that have nectar in them. And interspersed in there are cells of pollen. Kind of what I would expect. Put that one to the side for a moment. Now I would like to work over here and over here. So I'll give them a little bit of smoke, just to give me a place to put my fingers. Now I'm looking to make sure that I've got a queen that's laying. And I don't see any queen sign here. Oh, take it back. I turn so I can see the sun. Boy, I wish I could show it to you in the sun. I'll move the camera around so you can do it. That's what I'll do. Don't go away, I'll be right back. Alright, let's see if I can show you what I'm wanting to show you here. Take this frame out. Oh, this side of the frame, I see sealed brood first. And I can see the white larva out here. A little farther out, if you can really see, kind of tough to see, we'll see what you can do. There's actually eggs hiding out there. That's perfect. That's what I want my queen to do. Start laying in the center and lay out. The oldest of her eggs have now hatched. They've been fed for 5 days. And sealed in so that they can metamorphize into a bee. The white larvae you see beyond that are still being fed, and the eggs beyond that will be hatching. Well, an egg's an egg for 3 days. I don't know if we really need to find a queen in here. I can see that she's been doing her job. It's always kind of fun to see if you can find a queen, but it's not really necessary. Oh, there's a Very nice frame of brood. You can see the bumps. Those are all the areas that she's chosen to lay drone brood. The experts say that 15% of your colony's brood should be drone brood to be a healthy colony. Lots of brood all the way across it. Now, the queen was installed in her cage. On April 11th. We're now 3.5 weeks later. The very first of her eggs have hatched, have been fed, and now are metamorphizing. And so the very first of her eggs should now be developing as bees, showing up as worker bees. And that's kind of what I see. You can see the area in the center here where she laid first is now open. Those bees have now emerged. The newer bees are on the outside. She'll come back and lay in the center next. Still no queen. Lots of bees. A colony that has a good future here. Well, the new frame on the other side that's now just being drawn out. Lots of honey in there. In reality, that's probably not honey. That's probably the sugar water I've been feeding them. But that's okay. For them, it works just the same as honey. Well, I've seen what I need to see. My colony's good. There's honey in my future. I'll put her back together and let them take care of themselves. Nice work, girls. Nice work. That's all there is to it.